Hey, recorder. I decided to take you with me when I walk around the island, sort of like a travel buddy. I know it doesn't make a lot of sense, but it'd be nice to talk to someone. I've noticed that there's a lot of coconuts out here, and those are good, but I was thinking, what happens when I run out? I mean, sure, it might take a week, but I'd rather ask the question now than when I'm dehydrated, so I'm gonna walk around a bit, maybe find a source of fresh water. It's funny. The ocean looks bigger than the sky from here, but even with all that water, I could still die of thirst. I wonder what caused animals to stop drinking ocean water. Well, anyway, I think I'm going to start in the center of the island. I walked along the edge of it yesterday, and I couldn't find anything like that, so I'll go where all the trees are growing. They're pretty tall, so maybe they know something more than I do. I've been walking for a few minutes now, and these trees are growing in pretty thick. I can't even see all the way through them. There must be something in there. Either that or I'm going to be real disappointed. Wow. Okay, so I was wrong. These trees aren't tall. There's just a really big hill in the way. It looks like some of these paths weave right through the trees, so I think I'll take those. Can't believe this hill's just been lying here the whole time. Maybe if I climb it, I can see the whole island at once. Possibly spot some water I could drink too. Alright, I'm at the top of this thing. I can just barely hear something. Sounds a little bit like water. Think it's coming from over there? Oh, I just pointed. I forgot that you were just a tape recorder. You couldn't actually see anything. I'm gonna stop talking to myself now. Never mind what I just said. That's water. Like actual, clear, clean water. It looks like a little spring is bubbling up from the top of this hill. Mountain? No, definitely hill. The water goes down this way over here. I'm gonna fill up my canteen with this first. I'm gonna follow it down. Maybe find a little pond for drinking. I'll let you know when I find it. This is so cool. Weird news. The spring doesn't collect, at least not on the surface. There's this hole, a little bigger than me, and the water goes in there. It's kinda dark, but in a couple hours it'll be noon, and I should have enough light to look in there. So, I'll just wait it out. My main goal today has been fulfilled, so I'm happy. Happy. It's a strange thought, but what does it mean? I mean, I know it's just brain chemicals and all that, but why? Back home, I had all the things anyone could need. Food, water, bed, and a purpose. Even if it was just work. But now, I see a hill spring a leak and I'm elated. I would never have been so happy about something so small. I guess it's just perspective. Happy for me wouldn't be the same as for someone else. Even if that someone else was me a couple days ago. Well, I digress. I'll wait here and I'll save some tape. At least until I can see into that hole. can just see into there. It doesn't look like that far of a drop, so I think I'll just pop in there real quick. Maybe see what's in there. Wait a second, is that... There's another crate. 1 second, let me just... Okay, I'm done. There's a crate in here. The same kind. How did it fit in here? The hole is barely big enough for me, let alone this thing. Maybe I should have brought my crowbar. Next time. First, I gotta find a rock or something. Okay. That looks wide enough. If I can just... There. Is this paper? No, this is a map. Yeah, this is the mountain, but where is the rest of the island? It's like whoever charted this place gave up once they reached the top. I'll take this back with me to the camp. Oh, this water looks like it's draining into a crack. That's a shame. Maybe it comes out further down. I'll have to check. Can't believe it's a map. I'm back in the alcove. I had a thought on the way here. What if I use this map and the compass and search more of the island? I mean, clearly, this place isn't as untouched as I thought it was. Maybe there's supplies. Way off. Wouldn't that be something? Found myself on an island, I got off in less than a week. That would make a very disappointing movie. This is so strange. I don't even know how I got on this island, but here I am. The last thing I remember is coming home from work and going to bed. Then boop, island. Sea on all sides and not a speck of land out there. You know, I've been looking up at the sky all day, and I haven't seen a single plane. And out on the horizon, not one boat. I've seen a couple crabs though, and I'm pretty sure I've seen some fish jumping out in the water sometimes. I guess I'm only mostly alone. I have you and the waves. I wonder if anyone will notice I'm gone. I've been in the alcove for the rest of the day now, rearranging some of the rocks to look like a living room. It obviously takes imagination, but I've stacked some of them up in piles that look like really bad coffee tables. And this one here is kinda long, so it looks like a remote. I don't have a TV rock, but when I turn to the entrance, I can imagine I'm on the most boring and relaxing channel. I went back to grab that crate a little while ago, and it looks like it has a canvas lining. So I'm thinking, if I fill that up with sand, I have a pillow instead of a rock. It's the little things, you know? Well, the sky is turning kinda orange, so I think it's about dinner time. I'll put the coconuts a little farther from the flames this time. Maybe I can roast them like marshmallows with a crowbar. Man, I miss marshmallows. It's been a long time since I last had a s'more. I just finished eating, and I must say, these coconuts didn't taste that bad this time. After drinking them, I stabbed them and held them above the fire instead of in it. Worked way better. I also boiled the water in the canteen. It's metal so it can withstand the heat. But now, I have to wait till tomorrow to touch it. Next time, I think I'll have a pool of water to cool it off whenever I'm done. The fire's still on, and I don't want to risk spilling the water getting it out, so coconut water it'll have to be. So I've been thinking, this island is really nice. Like, people would pay a lot of money just to spend a weekend here. I always thought that wilderness survival would be like super difficult and really taxing, but this isn't so bad. I guess I'm glad that if I had to be kidnapped in my sleep and marooned somewhere, that it was here. That was a joke, I think. I don't think I was kidnapped in my sleep. Or, I guess I was. I had to have been, right? What, did I just fall into a portal before I woke up and landed in the Bahamas? Maybe I chanted a spell in my sleep and teleported halfway across the planet. Best theory I got is that I sleepwalked into a flight across the world and accidentally fell off a plane with a parachute. And here's another thing. What's with these crates? They look almost new, and everything in them is in pristine condition. Maybe a cargo plane dropped them on accident, or they went overboard and washed up. But then what about this last one? It was in a crack at the top of a hill. A crack, need I remind myself, not big enough to fit it. It's weird is all. I wish I knew what was up with it. Maybe I could find a way off then. That's too hopeful. You know, I couldn't stop thinking about home today. Back when I was there, I didn't think about it at all. Now that I'm away, I'm homesick. I don't know why either. I didn't really have a lot going for me then. A job that didn't pay enough, a home that wasn't big enough, and friends that weren't friendly enough. I guess I shouldn't say that. They were pretty good, actually. They put up with me for far longer than I would have. They always invited me to things, even if they knew I would probably say no. Even when I said yes, it was mostly so they would keep asking me to things. That's pretty selfish looking back on it. Maybe that's what happened. My friends finally decided to ship me off somewhere. That was also a joke. I hope. Alright, it's getting late, so I think I'm gonna go to sleep now. Today's been fun, even if it has been a little self-reflective. I'll probably look around the island some more tomorrow. Maybe I'll find some more crates. Maybe one of them will have an inflatable raft. Okay. Good night, recorder. I'll talk to you in the morning. Thanks for listening to this episode of Solitudinous Soliloquies. This podcast is an experiment for me, so I hope you enjoyed it. The voice, producing, and directing are by Simon Hunn. That's me. Secluded Sunset, this song, and the instrumental for Waiting for Change is performed by Simon Hunn. That's also me. Some sound effects are sourced by the generosity of freesound.org. You can find more episodes of Solitudinous Soliloquies on my YouTube channel, as well as on Google Podcasts, Spotify, and a few more places for podcasts. Thanks for listening.